So let me just tell you, when I first joined Volta, I was doing so many different things. I was doing a bit of stage 1, a bit of stage 2, a bit of stage 3, 4. I was even doing a bit of stage 5. And so I was all over the place, very confused, no clarity. And then when I came here in this group, I was able to now join those dots, and I had a clear direction as to where I was going, and a focus that if I went to stage 1, tidied that up, went to stage 2, did the same thing, I was going to go round that wealth wheel. So since joining the Ultimate Investor, my focus has been on systemizing that business, building it out, having the team around me, getting paid KPIs and stuff like that, so that I've now transformed that to quite a robust, good earning, well-structured business with the end goal in mind. Yeah, so current income I get is from real estate agency, SA management. I don't do rent to SA. I have my own HMO, which is my first property in the stage 5. Estate agency is 6 figures, SA management is almost 6 figures. HMO currently 5 figures. So all in all, yeah, not bad.
Now we want Tonu to get the mic, going to get mic'd, because Tonu is going to present how she's doing as well. Tonu. Here you go. Come.
Thank you.
Yeah, here you go. So you see it to go front and go back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tonu.
Okay. So here I am. I'm Tonu. My background, I am a quantity surveyor by training. I sort of say I'm an mergers and acquisition enthusiast only since I started training with Volta. That has always been my dream, to own businesses. Didn't know how. A realtor, property investor, and an SME developer. So how did I start my career? I started in construction. I worked in local authority and the private sector for about 13 years. And then I had my kids, and I didn't want to go back out to work 9 to 5. Then I switched to real estate, only part-time, until my sons graduated from university. So there we go. And that gave me flexibility to work part-time whilst raising the family. I've always dreamt of having multiple businesses. I didn't know how, but in my head, I was doing multiple things. I wanted to do property, doing something that was a trading business in property. I wanted to buy businesses, and I wanted to own properties as an investor. I completed stage 1 and 2. So let me just tell you, when I first joined Volta, I was doing so many different things. I was doing a bit of stage 1, a bit of stage 2, a bit of 3, 4. I was even doing a bit of stage 5. And so I was all over the place, very confused, no clarity. And then when I came here in this group, I was able to now join those dots, and I had a clear direction as to where I was going, and a focus that if I went to stage 1, tidied that up, went to stage 2, did the same thing, I was going to go round that wealth wheel. So my stage 1 and 2, I have a real estate business. I do letting and management sales. And then during my mastermind year with Simon Zucchi, I started an SA management business. I told Volta that was my second stream of income, but you know what Volta is like. He's a hard taskmaster. He said, no, lump them both in stage 1 and 2. So there they are. So I now have SA management alongside the estate agency. And that's virtually systemized. Currently, I'm doing business acquisitions, but with a slant, because I'm interested in commercial to resi. So the idea is that I'll acquire businesses with a commercial element to it and then extract that and put that in stage 5. And of course, I'm systemizing that business as I go along. I know Volta teaches us slightly differently, but I'm not great at tech. You know that, Volta, don't you? And so I have to adapt what he teaches us so that other people do the tech, and I have that sort of high-level strategic approach to the business. So before implementing ultimate investment protocols, I never appreciated the value of my trading business. I just thought, I do a bit of letting, management, and sales. And what that made me realize was that I could get a capital event. And so what I'm going to now do is do my stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 5, expand that real estate business, use that as my first capital event. So since joining the Ultimate Investor, my focus has been on systemizing that business, building it out, having the team around me, getting paid KPIs and stuff like that, so that I've now transformed that to quite a robust, good earning, well-structured business with the end goal in mind. Yeah, currently my cash flow is in 5 figures, so monthly, 6 figures. So the real estate, 6 figures. The SA management is 5 figures, near 6 figures. And, once I put all those systems in place, both businesses will grow 5-fold. So that's been the benefit of having the year and the training. So we're beginning to see the result of all that effort that we're putting into the business. So we got somebody saying, we're one of the top 40 London real estate blogs, only a little business in Essex. So that was quite a surprise. And I think that sort of plays on what Maria was saying. Out of nowhere, you begin to see those results. I was a top performer at the Simon Zucchi's Mastermind. And since joining the UI, I've started building a team, and that's me and my team. We have a monthly meeting where we talk about how we're going to move the business forward in all the different areas. So the lady here helps me with the SA management, and she just does business acquisitions. So I try and get a VA who will focus on one lane, and in doing so, you just get, sort of like an exponential growth in the results. Yeah, so current income I get is from real estate agency, SA management. I don't do rent to SA. I have my own HMO, which is my first property in the stage 5. 6 figures there. So the estate agency is 6 figures, SA management is almost 6 figures, HMO currently 5 figures. So all in all, yeah, not bad. So this is a property, so that's the HMO. It was a property that I just couldn't get any value out of. I tried to remortgage several times. I wasn't getting any money out of it. And so I just decided that I would just convert it to an HMO. At the time, it was valued at 290. I didn't spend a lot of money. Now, I'm lucky. I have a building background. So we just went round the houses and just did very strategic stuff. And what we then had was a value at the end of it of 580,000. We're able to get 140 out of that. I currently earn about £43,000 from that one property. With a moderate rent, we haven't kept up with market values, allowing void and expenses, net income of £1,500 a month. Right, since systemizing the business, productivity has skyrocketed. I call it the multiplier effect because I have multiple hands on deck doing different things, whereas before it was just me. And I think, like Kieran was saying, it makes such a huge difference. I've saved time, and it just allows me the thinking space to look forward, to plan, to develop the business, and again, like Volta says, I now believe other people can do the business just as well as I can. Maybe 80 or 90%, and I can sort of support them. So for the essay management business, for example, I only spend 1 hour a week in it, 2 half-an-hour sessions, just looking at the dashboard with them, asking questions, making suggestions. But essentially, they have to own that business. Because I just drill it into them. It's your business. You need to take care of it and come up with ideas on how you can improve it. Biggest learning, again, the appreciation that my trading business is very valuable and that can unlock a substantial amount of money with a capital event. This year, I've learned how to create the wealth wheel. It's given me clarity on where I'm going and what I want to achieve. I can now systemize any business, not just the one that I started off with. And mergers and acquisition is a big thing for me. I'm going to be acquiring businesses with commercial assets, which I can put in stage 5. And yeah, that's that. What next? Complete all the elements of my wealth wheel. Continue to acquire businesses with commercial assets. Implementing my 5-property retirement plan. So before, I actually thought you needed a huge portfolio to grow wealth. No, you don't. Property is just an element of that wheel, and you don't need too many of them. You can actually make more money in business. So that was a learning. Do my legacy, estate planning, and of course, the capital event at the end of the day. And I have been saying this to Volta. Volta knows I want to retire in 2 or 3 years' time. I want to travel 6 months in England, 6 months abroad. That is my dream. But I might get bored. And if I get bored, what will I do? I'll just repeat and rinse. That's me. Thank you.
Well done. Come on. So, Tonu, Maria, it's your award.
Oh, thank you.
Here you go. Well done, Tonu. Let's take some picture. Tonu, well done. Very proud of Tonu.
So stage 1 is done. No more music right now. I'm just doing this, sourcing, project management, and the flipping houses. Overall results. So the numbers. This year, expected revenue will be around 1 million. It's good. Thank you, guys. Thank you.